So today we are going to be building my Len V1 kelp farm. So how we're going to make this is we're going to grab any building block of your choice. I'm going to choose just something that looks cool, I guess. So like maybe like cobblestone or stone bricks. We're gonna start by making an 8-block long just thing on the ground like this, and then you are going to build it up again, and then you just like build this like you build the same thing. So basically you just build like a stair like this, and then we're going to grab some repeaters and redstone dust. We're going to need some torches too, but that'll be for later. So we're just going to be placing this like so we just need to place it like all the way across like this. Just make sure it's like the same exact thing on the other side. Just mirror it like that. We're going to grab some observers, some pistons, and then with your observers you're going to place them all across the redstone that we just placed right here, and then the redstone that we just placed right here. And then, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put the pistons on the level that's like higher up than here. Then we're going to get our dispensers. And then again, of course, this is going to be where we place our kelp in front of these dispensers, so the bone meal can like grow the kelp. That was not supposed to happen. Okay. Okay, and then we should just be able to go like this and build 2 up. Okay, do not build on top of that. Then we can just block this off right here. Then we're gonna build it like 3 blocks up. So we're going to be placing just like 3 blocks up on top of the dispensers. And then we're going to grab water buckets. You guys can use ice if it's easier and just like fill this up, but for me I think it's going to be easier with water. You may have to place the redstone back down there after, because for obvious reasons. Then we are going to get some ice, probably some regular ice, and some packed ice. and then some glass of your choice. So like whatever glass, I'm just gonna use blue glass for, it does not, then it, just remember, it does not have to be blue glass. It can be any glass of your choice. Okay then, so one block in between there, you're going to place a line of ice. This is going to be going to your storage, of course. Then as you see here, we're just going to be building 2 blocks up. Like that. And then we're going to place a row of ice right here. Make sure it's like all the way across like this. Then we're going to grab our building blocks. And you can just build these out, one more on each side. Let's grab our wall of your choice. I'm just going to be using cobblestone walls. And then we're just going to place 2 blocks right there so we can extend the wall out like this. And then we can just block that off and go like this. Okay, so here will be where our kelp's gonna go, like once it's created. So we're gonna make this like 5 more blocks long, so you don't have to like have it right there. You can have it as long as you want, or as short as you want. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. We're going to do 8 blocks, and then we're going to build 2 blocks up on the back side. And then we just don't forget to place our redstone all the way across. Make sure we don't miss any of the redstone. Just remember, you can do this after or before. I'm just doing it before. And then we grab our observers and our redstone and our dispensers and pistons. Then we grab our observers make sure to place all your observers with the face looking down. The face needs to be looking at that redstone. And then we go right here, do the same thing. Make sure the face is looking at the redstone. So the signal will be going into these hoppers. Then we can get our dispensers and place them so they're facing into this block. Then we can take our blocks that we are just building blocks and then go up 1 more block. We go up like 4. We build that like this on the same side we did before. And then we do that. Then we just connect these like so. Don't forget to build this up or your farm won't work. Make sure to place a line of blocks over the top of this area. Not really, okay. And then we will place our water right here. And then we grab our walls again. And then place our walls like so. So it's just like a bunch of walls. Oh wait, we forgot our glass. No, do not place it like that. Or we forgot our ice. Okay, and then we place our ice. We place our glass. Okay, then we grab our glass. Remember to build it up 2 blocks here. Don't forget to place the wall of blocks right here. And then if you place the redstone first, as we can see, we kind of messed it up a little bit, but that's fine. We can just replace that back really easily. Like so. The storage is going to be really easy also. So, okay, so all we have to do for the storage, is just grab some chests. Some regular chests, and then some hoppers. You're gonna grab your hoppers, you're gonna place hoppers all across like on the back of the dispensers on both sides. And then once you've done that, you're going to grab the chests and you're going to place them like so. Make sure they're like this. And then you can obviously make the storage as big as you want, but for the sake of the video, I'm only going to make it 1 double chest. Then you can just connect hoppers like this. You can just connect hoppers to the back of the chests, so you can add a ice system for your bones, or bone meal. Make sure all your chests are going into the hoppers, like so. Then grab your hoppers. And then make them so they're just going into that, like so. Okay, now is where we get, no, we're almost on the farm, guys. And then we get the kelp. We get some regular kelp. And when we place the kelp, make sure you place the kelp everywhere on all the blocks. And then, as you can see, all the kelp is placed. Now we can grab our glass and our packed ice. If you want to loop this, you just build out 4 blocks, like so. And then we connect this. And then we do the same thing on this side. 4 blocks. And then we just connect this. And then we grab our glass. And then we're just gonna loop this. We're just gonna loop our glass all the way around. Once you connect the outside layer of glass, you're going to want to make sure you don't have any glass placed on the ice. And then you're going to do the inside part, which is just like the same thing, but like in the inside. Don't place any ice, or don't place any glass on the hoppers. Make sure you okay, once you're done that, make sure it's all the way around, connecting to both the chests, like so, and then your farm should look like this. Once your farm looks like this, we're going to go ahead and grab our normal ice. We're going to need to get pressure plates or signs, either work. And then we're going to place our ice. We're going to grab our water, place water right there. Make sure you have a pressure plate. Place the pressure plate, water. Place a pressure plate, more water. Pressure plate, water. Make sure you place a pressure plate before every hopper, and make sure it's on the first hopper of the row every time you want, or else the farm will not work. And then we're done the water. Now, if you guys want to make a auto crafter for bones, then you can like make that yourself, but you can just, if you're on the Donut SMP, you can just order the bone meal and throw the bone meal in here. Okay, now we're gonna get to where we start the farm. This is going to be optimized for the Donut SMP, so make sure to make it correctly. We're going to place like so. So like this. Then we're going to make 2 clocks, like so. Make sure you get your redstone and make it like this. I'm going to turn this off for now, just so it's not loud. We're going to turn these each to 2 ticks on all of them. And then let's go over here. Then we're going to place our block right there, and our block right there, and do the same thing on this side. Again, make sure not to mess anything up, or else the farm will not work. Make sure to do everything exactly like this. And then you're going to want to go to the side where your hoppers are, or your pistons are. You're going to want to activate the pistons. And then you're going to want to look over here. This is where the bone meal is going to be dispensed. It's like going to power the dispensers to bone meal. Whenever you see the red light, like whenever that activates, like whenever that one activates, you're going to want to put the redstone torch down. So like that. Now the farm will be working. You will just have to put bone meal in it. Then you'll do the same thing on the other side. Go to the one with pistons. Place a block on there. Then when you see that turn on, like so, not like that. When you see it turn on like that, now the farm should be working. Now all you have to do is place your bone meal. Like so. You're going to want to put your bone meal in your farm. And then as you see, your farm will be producing kelp. Large quantities of kelp. You're going to want to make the storage system. All you'll have to do is take out your glass. Well, then again, I'm not going to make the shulker loader. The shulker loader will be in another tutorial. I'll put the tutorial link in the description. Then we grab our water and our water and our glass, and this will be where you come over here. We will grab our pressure plates, place our pressure plate right there, and then this will be where our kelp comes out, so you can like attach a shulker loader to this, and then your farm will be ready. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a blessed day.